Ukiona zinapotelea wapi? Kama iko imekatwa na
most likely.
Zinakuja hapa zina mostly ile ambayo ya pili na
kwa juu lazima kwa juu inakaingia hapo juu. Hiyo termination net inajogojewa. Simon, net inagojewa.
weka hapo kwa joints.
So after you've fixed it, the next thing is to tune it. Yeah, because it's a very focal lens camera. Yeah.
You're doing they were showing playback of a CCTV event. The film it has quite an effect because you find that unaweza pata maybe an M-Pesa shop was robbed, and then when your M-Pesa shop on NTV your footage. So when NTV is playing it back, you see the thief come in and the thief come out. So you could see the thief akiwa kwa mlango, alafu muone hapo katikati, alafu muone akiwa bunduki. You may not even see them walk away. It's an effect of the frame rate. So they had the frame rate more continuous. The camera was recording me walking from here to here using a high frame rate. You would see everything I do as I walk. But when you're using a lower frame rate, then you probably see me here. The next time you see me, it skips out on a few areas. So kumbuke ni picha nyingi and play back to back. So kama kuna picha zilizochukuliwa nikitembea kutoka hapa hadi hapa, hautaniona. So you see me from here, and then you see me there, and then you see me on there. So we find that a high frame rate is good, but it also has quite an effect on the consumption of A low frame rate is economical on the hard disk space, but it also leaves you out missing on some of the details of what happened in front of the camera. So there has to be a way to balance it off. And you'd say that about 8 frames per second is a good number. You won't miss out on anything, and you also won't be too heavy on the hard disk space consumption. So for surveillance purposes, a minimum of 8 frames per second is a and apply that. You want to first go back there. Go back to the menu. You also want to define the region. Can you draw the straight? Try drawing on the screen. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. So just back to
Oh, 15 ilikuwa kwa ile IP ya nini? .2 02. Sasa niko wapi?
Sasa uko majuu.
Na mbona iko slow hivi? Hata imove. Ni network eh?
Nini?
The camera.
Yeah, it also depends also with your RAM size.
Oh, 15 ilikuwa kwa ile IP ya nini? .2 02. Sasa niko wapi?
Sasa uko majuu.
Na mbona iko slow hivi? Hata imove. Ni network eh?
Nini?
The camera.
Yeah, it also depends also with your RAM size.
Assuming this is my phone.
Actually, there's nothing to do with the whatever. A lot of times have to do with the device you have, but also you are also talking about the bandwidth that you have at the same time. Remember, if you look at that, if you look at that router and check the status in terms of the devices that it's connected to, there's so many devices that it's connected to. That includes even these devices we are using, all of them.
So inakuwa ni kama imejam eh?
It's just slow because, and also the cameras themselves, there is also, I'm sure you cover something called the frame rates, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also the size of the frames. So, and you talking about cameras, one of them has got 4 megapixels, another one has got 3 megapixels, two have got 2-3 megapixels, and the only camera that is very small is actually 1.3 megapixels. So when you total that plus depending on how many frames they've been set to per second, it can be quite whatever. If you're talking about like 15 frames per second for every camera, then you're talking about that times 3. That would be about 16 frames per second. And each one of them, think about on average, maybe it's about 2 megapixels. So you're talking about like 120 megapixels or megabits per whatever, Mbps. That is quite something. And therefore you can be able to be sure that it's gonna be slow in a number of ways, but still of importance also is to understand that we are on a 15 megapixel bandwidth, megabits per second bandwidth by Zuku. So 15 Mbps, and you're talking about need to transmit 120. Then you're gonna have quite a slow whatever. So that's quite necessary to observe. I'm happy you've been able to observe that as well. Is yours streaming, Simon? How is it? If someone has already changed the NVR, don't change, because you change again, everything gets lost.
I want to add to the client.
You want to add to the client? Which client? I thought it's already for your case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's okay. But I hope you haven't changed anything.
No, I've not.
The IP still remains, as well as the gateway. Okay. Oh, cool. So, Peter.
Yes, please.
How is it, man? Oh, that's nice. Now, it's yours. You're seeing the DVR now, isn't it?
No,
You're seeing all the cameras now.
yeah, but now I had not also added the DVR. See,
Yes.
they're not streaming.
The password of NVR me.
Amo_, 720. 720. What is locked?